Good morning YouTube, Flankhollow here, and today we're going to be answering the questions that you gave me on the Q&A special that I did a month ago. Yeah, sorry about that, I got caught up in other works. But now I have time, so I'm going to finally make it, so here we go. In no particular order, let's do this. Baberoni9514 asks 5 questions. What software do you use? Well, I use Audacity for my audio recording, I use GIMP for my thumbnails, and I'm currently using VideoPad Video Editor for my editing. But it's kinda sucky. I'm not sure if it's the program or my computer that's really slowing it down, but it's really getting bad, so any suggestions would be helpful. Who's your fave pony? My favorite pony is Twilight Sparkle. Favorite episode? That would probably have to be Pinkie Pride, just because I loved it. Favorite musician? Parentheses, Bruni. Well, you see, I'm not that good at actually finding music to listen to. I more or less just wait until something comes upon me, like from a recommendation or something like that. My favorite brony who's good at writing lyrics is probably Flim Flam Philosophy, but my favorite brony that actually is good at singing would probably be Black Griffin. And then he says he's taken away everyone's question, and then, oh no, wait, there's one more. The biggest of all of his, in fact. Who inspired you to do analysis? To make analysis itself would probably be the entire community. Of course, the big names out there would probably be Tommy Oliver, Digi, Gibbon Take, and those guys. Our next comment. Maya G asks 5 questions as well. Do you watch any other analysts? As I said before, Digi, Tommy, Gibbon, and of course, everyone else. Why did you start this channel? Because it looked fun? And because I didn't want to sit around doing nothing and not creating things. What is your favorite movie? And why? That's kind of a tough one based on the fact that my favorite movie is probably the last one I saw. But if I want to think about it, I would probably have to say it would be Odd Thomas. Because it is a weird movie that if I probably rewatched and analyzed would probably be a crap film. It was just so fun to actually watch for the first time and just sit down and watch it that I've had the best experience watching that movie than any other movie in its life. So yeah, that's my favorite movie, I guess. Who is your favorite Marvel superhero? And why? My past answer would probably be Nightcrawler because I used to love him, but my actual favorite would probably be Black Panther just because I love the rogue archetype and he's just freaking awesome. Who is your favorite DC superhero and why? The gimmicky answer is of course Batman, but really he's overrated. My favorite would probably be Captain Marvel or Shazam or whatever. He's just cool, I like his story and I like his power set, I guess. Plus he's fun to play as an Injustice. And thanks for saying I deserve it. I don't know if I do, but thanks. Next question is from Ron White. How do you find motivation to write scripts for your material? Well, at the beginning I kind of waited for it to just come to me and I was lucky enough to get a video out every week. But recently I've been having a lot more trouble coming up with ideas and I just kind of think really hard. As for your problem with motivation, I would try to just make yourself do it because motivation is really inaccurate and you can't really control it, but discipline is something you can control. I should probably practice what I preach, but you know, whatever. And I would use a Twilight Sparkle mask, but I don't know where I could find a good one. Tego Pony asks 4 other questions. What sort of fan fiction do you like to write? Adventure, slice of life, romance, ponies, mind-blowing plot twists? Well, I don't see why all of those can't be in one, but anyways. I'm not actually good at writing. I have a fanfiction account, but I've only written one story that I promptly deleted. And every time I try to write another one, I just kind of fizzle out because I run out of ideas immediately. But if you want to know what kind I like to read, it's probably going to be romance, slice of life. Romance seems to be my favorite story among any different type of medium, and I don't know, I just like it, if it's done well. If you could go to Equestria, what would be the #1 thing you would want to do there? Which pony would you want to meet the most? The #1 thing I would probably do is go talk to Twilight. Just because she's freaking amazing. And then I would go into her library and read up and ask her all the freaking questions about how Equestria works because it makes no sense. And then I'd probably ask her to build a portal so I could kind of go in and out because I'd kind of want to go back home, honestly. But if there was a chance, I'd like to go back too. Wow, I just gave you the most boring logical answer to a fun question. How do you come up with such amazing dance moves? Stay up at 3 a.m. filming and flailing your arms around? That's how it worked for me. Are you dreaming? Or is this a dream within a dream? Contrary to popular belief, I'm actually just a squirrel and you're all inside my imagination. And yes, I just made you think that. The Cerebi101 asks, who is your favorite princess? Twilight Sparkle, of course. But if that's a cop-out, it'd probably be Luna, just because, duh. Thoughts on Spike? He's okay, I guess, but he's never been my favorite character, like ever. He's usually technically my least. His episodes tend to be good or below average. Plus he's friends with the namby-pamby pony princess, so if that tells you something. Tyree James asks some as well. What is the best way to get a girl? With a large net. Do you have a girl or a boyfriend? No, I do not. And the question okay? I mean, the grammar could have been better, but otherwise it was pretty well written. Corpulent Brony asks, love your videos. Thank you. Why did you decide to make YouTube content? Once again, it was fun and I hate just sitting around doing nothing. Is this your first foray as a content creator? Of good content? Yes. Technically, no. Back when I was like 11, I think, I made like really terrible vlogging videos trying to be the next Nigahiga. It was bad. And earlier this year, in about May, I made another channel which kind of kickstarted in this one. It was technically vlogging and it wasn't very well made. I might give you the link later on in my thing when I actually put more stuff on there, but until now, no. Have you come out as a brony in your personal life yet? I don't know if I've technically come out, but I mean, I just kind of started wearing stuff and watching the show and no one said anything, so I'm assuming they know. My friends all know and they really couldn't give a crap, so, you know. And luckily my dad really doesn't give a crap what I watch, as long as I'm not doing drugs. Have you accepted Princess Twilight into your heart yet? Are you kidding me? I accepted her immediately when I found out. I didn't understand why people were so upset. Twilight's freaking baller. And finally, the Looney Turtle asks, what got you into analysis? Again, watching other people do it and wondering if I could do it as well. How long have you been watching the show? Since about the end of season 2, I started watching right as the season 2 finale aired, and I had caught up to like everything because of my friend. What is your favorite part about making videos? Probably the scripting. The editing can get strenuous, but when I actually care more about the video, it tends to be more fun. Disclaimer, not a serious question. Disclaimer. Who is your favorite turtle analyst? Turtle analyst? I'm assuming that means someone who analyzes turtles, right? Obviously that would go to Cell Specs because she reviews the TMNT TV show. That's what you meant, right? And that about wraps things up, I guess. Thank you for watching this whole thing and thank you for the people who actually submitted their questions. Hopefully I gave applicable answers and I hope you all have a nice day.